Hi everyone. It's been a while. This is quite a serious video. I've been meaning to make this, it's just not been the right time. So basically, in like my personal life, I've come across someone that is a victim of domestic violence, and I advised her and she didn't listen, like most people don't. And it just inspired me to think of like how much people are actually going through this. Like, I already knew it was an issue, but like especially in lockdown, it's actually really serious. And I just keep coming across stories and stories. So I was like, you know what, I think I should make a video about this, just like helping and advising people. You know, I don't know if it's going to help much, but I feel like it's a topic that needs to be spoken about. And you know, me, you know, I don't really have any filter when it comes to my mouth with some certain stuff. But let me describe it. So basically, she's been with her partner for a while, and yeah, he just, like, she would say something. So she was having like a dream that he was gonna cheat, and then he just got frustrated and he was like, I'm gonna make that dream come true. And she's like, what did you say? So I'm gonna make that dream come true. And then he hit her, right? He busted her lip and her nose, and he punched her in her head. And then she come into work, and I was just like, are you okay? And then I just knew, and I was like, no. She didn't have to say anything, I knew. And then she was like, it's not the first time it's happened. I said, well, what you need to do from work is just go home. And I mean, not go home, like go to her family home, you know. She didn't listen. But then when she came in the next day, she was fine. She's like, yeah, everything's fine. I was like, that's just what it's like. And it's so frustrating because you can't do much about it, because you can't help someone that don't want to help themselves. But at the same time, it's like, oh, that's just the way abusers are, you know? So like, they will beat you down, take at your self-esteem, take. Make you so weak, make you feel like you're so reliant on them, and make them the victim. So when they abuse you, whether it be verbally, emotionally, physically, they always have a way of manipulating a situation to make them seem like the victim, and how you deserved what you did because of something that you was doing. You could say pim, and the person will just lose their marbles and start hitting or doing whatever they do, and then have the audacity to blame you. It's because of you. I'm sorry I did that, but it's because you did this or because you did that. And then we make excuses for those type of people, and the excuses we make for that behavior, it enables them to keep doing it. So it hurts, you know, because a lot of it is unspoken about, and don't report things. I said to her, like, she said that her dad wanted to get the police involved the last time, and she said no, she don't want to press charges because it would just cause so much trouble. And I was like, that is exactly why it keeps happening. Like, because we don't speak about stuff like that, you know, and we don't. And then when we do want to, that's when it's, for a lot of people, it's too late. You've left it. And when you finally got that courage, it's too late. So I don't know how I'm going to aim this video, but what I want to say is, like, don't feel like it's your fault. I know it's easier said than done, but it's not your fault. You can't be accountable for someone else's disrespect and behavior. Whatever they choose to do, people should learn self-control. And I've said it in a video before, like, people have trauma, okay? So people grow up thinking things are acceptable, grow up being a product of their environment, knowing that, okay, this is the way that you probably get people in check. Maybe this is what you have to do. People grow up with thinking things like this, right? And a lot of people have it because of trauma. You know, they've been through it and that's the only way they know how to cope, by repeating that circle. But you can only be responsible for your healing. It's not on the next person to help you heal or to make you heal. From the time that you recognize these traits, and people are not stupid, as soon as you get to adulthood, you definitely know, okay? If you don't know in your teenage years, you know in adulthood when things are wrong, when you're losing your temper, you know when things are wrong. That is when you have to do what you have to do for yourself, to take control of yourself and to begin healing, to make yourself a better person. When you don't, you have no one else to blame but yourself. That's what you're doing now is by choice. When you put your hands on me, when you abuse me emotionally, verbally, physically, you're choosing to do that because you know what you're doing. And actually, I feel like they get to a point where they like it. They like having you under the thumb. They like seeing you scared. They like seeing you weak. And at one time you stand up to them, because it's sad, and especially in these situations where people are so confined. It's dangerous, and I don't want to even think of how much people are really suffering, especially in this lockdown, in this pandemic. Imagine the people that don't work and they're just stuck with that person. I was just like, wow, I have to make a video about this because it's not right, you know, and it's not okay. And you need to want more for yourself. You know, that's not love. That's not love. That is far from love. That is not love. Abuse, violence, all of that stuff is nothing to do with love. Okay? So don't be fooled into thinking that's love, because it's not love. Don't be ashamed to speak up about it. Don't be ashamed to report it. It's important that you report it, because it's what you deserve for you, you know? Sometimes that hit could be too hard and you might not see tomorrow. It's hard because I know that feeling of having no self-worth and you just being so drained, you know? Feeling like everything is your fault, that you deserve it. You try to do things to not make them get angry, to not make them say certain stuff, to make them love you more, to make them notice you more. You start literally being a slave, trying to prove yourself to them. And all to no avail. I mean, they say sorry, it's not really sorry, because they do it again and again and again. You can't have that type of life for yourself, you know. I can only make so much videos about it. I can only speak so much on it. And I made the decision from my ass to leave that situation years ago. You can only do it. You can only do it. It's something that you can only do, because when we're in bad situations and bad situationships and relationships, and we have bad people around us, there's loyal people around us, bad friends, bad family members and stuff, the only person that has the choice of removing themselves from a situation or cutting people off and not allowing and moving on from that chapter is actually you. Because if you don't make that choice for yourself, these people are going to constantly be in your life, constantly controlling your life, constantly mistreating you, constantly disrespecting you. At what point does it take for you to be like, enough is enough? I need better for me. You know? When do we learn to put ourselves first in these situations? If something's not contributing to your happiness, why are you here? Why are we giving energy to it? I had to learn that, you know. I had to learn that the hard way. And me, I'm a forgiving person, you know. Like, I'm not saying I'm perfect by any means, because I'm not. But a lot of things that have happened to me here, I definitely did not deserve. I would never inflict what has happened to me on anybody else. Let me just get that one thing clear, okay? That when you think of people and you think of when they've done stuff over and over and over and over and over again, it's not a mistake. That's a choice that you're choosing to do. You're choosing to inflict pain. You're choosing to be cruel. You're choosing to be disrespectful, and you're choosing to mistreat people. There's only so much excuses you can keep making and accounting for other people's behavior. You can't do that. I know mistakes. I know what mistakes are. And I know how I value people. I know how I treat people. When you constantly are hurting somebody, and it's back to a lot of people don't even acknowledge what they're doing. They just keep doing it. Some people are cold-hearted out here, you know. They don't have no feelings towards nothing. They will just do something repetitive, over and over and over and over and over and over again, and then turn around and act like you're the person that did something to them. Imagine life. People are very peculiar creatures. I'm telling you, human beings are crazy. That's why you can't be giving your time to anyone, and you need to get to a point where you just have to learn to cut people off, no matter. Like, okay, is it a family member that's mistreating you, that's disrespecting you? If you want to accept that on the street, why are you accepting from this person because they say they're family? At that point, you're a relative. Just because you're related by blood, it doesn't make you family, because it takes a lot for you to be family. But until then, you're just a relative. Yeah, we're related, but so you mistreat me, goodbye. You as a friend, if I don't feel like you contribute to my happiness, and I don't feel like you've done me justice as being someone, a support system, you know, bye. 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 If you're a partner and I don't feel like you've supported me, I don't feel like the love that we share is mutual, I don't feel like you've respected me, I don't feel like... Bye. Listen, anyone that mistreats you or doesn't contribute to any ounce of your happiness the way that you know that you deserve for it to be reciprocated, bye. People just need to learn to cut people off. Stop giving chances over and 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 over again to people to keep mistreating you over and over again. Time is of the essence, and we do not get time back. We don't get time back. And I have not got time. I have not got time. My time is expensive. I'd rather be watching shows and scoffing my face with Pringles than be giving my time to someone that disrespects me. Are you out of your mind? I can't. Like, at least that time I'm having an experience for myself. I'm having a good time for myself. You know, you need to learn to really put yourselves first. And when we end up in these situations, it's ultimately because we don't put ourselves first and we don't keep our standards. We don't maintain standards for ourselves. We don't allow people to work for us. We allow everything that's easy to get to us first, and before you know it, they've already got a hold on us. Because this is not love. People that mistreat you don't love you. Friends, family, partners. That's not love. What kind of fucking love is that? Rebuke and return to sender if that's love. Don't love yourself with that love if it's meant to be love. Hey, don't be passing it here, because that's not love. That's not how I love. So please, just want you guys to know how worthy you are and how valuable you are, how valuable your life is, how valuable your time is, how valuable your presence is. You're valuable in every way, shape or form. Do not ever let anyone think that you are anything less. It's very important that you maintain that for yourself, because once you can't hold value to yourself, it's easy to be taken advantage of, and it's very easy to get yourself in these manipulative situations with these fucking Derek Jacksons and worse. You know? How much people have lost their lives. It's serious, you know? And no, for what? And let's not even talk about with kids involved. Oh God, I don't even want to think about that. So, your time is precious. So if you happen to be in any situations like that, do what's best for you and leave. Don't allow another excuse. Don't allow another I'm sorry to make you feel like that person's going to change, because they're not. They're not. just shouldn't have been doing it in the first place if it was love. I think someone can love me and put their hands on me. You're in love with me as my partner. You want to slap me around. You want to be talking to me disrespectfully. You want to be emotionally abusing me and then manipulating me to be thinking that it's my fault for what you did. Are you out of your fucking mind? Yeah? You better go and lick the shit in the street before you even come and talk to me, mate. Lick that shit before you say sorry. See that dog shit down there outside that is rotting away, it's turning white because it's been outside for so long? Lick that dog shit, then you apologize after you lick it. If you don't want to lick it, bye. I still won't forgive you, but at least I would know that you're proving your actions. They will just say, I'm sorry. And all of these people don't even say sorry, you know. They just go straight wham bam and blame you. Oh, you shouldn't have done that. Oh, you shouldn't have said that. Oh, you shouldn't have. No. So that caused this. So that caused that. No. I've had every excuse under the book. Boy, I've encountered so many narcissists in my life. It's unreal, to be frankly honest with you. You know what? No one's perfect in relationships, you know. But I would never disrespect someone like that. I would never put my hands. Are you out of your mind? I'm not like that way inclined. So to even think that it's so easy to get yourself in that type of situation, because it actually is. It is. You could be everything, and you could be the strongest person in the world. You could just meet that one person that's stronger that will break you down. But there's always something, there's always some value you must maintain for yourself. Even when it gets to someone raising their voice, you bring that down, all the way down a notch. Don't talk to me like that. That's what we're not going to do. If you can't have a civilized conversation, we're not going to have a conversation at all. I've never ever put someone in check like that. Now, you must be crazy. You think when you come raise your voice. Raise, we are. Boy, I don't do anything. I don't even like confrontation. It'd be so easy for me just to walk out someone's life now. I don't care. And that's the point you guys are going to get to. But you need to put that work in yourself. You need to put that work in yourself. Because you're valuable. Your life matters. You matter beyond measure. Don't forget about all the things you want to do, the things you haven't done. Life is... You can always do whatever you've wanted to do. You can always achieve what you ever want to achieve. Nothing's ever too late to do nothing. But you need to put yourself forward. Nothing is more important than where you are right now with yourself and how you feel about yourself. Because that is the ultimate power. Especially you women. You hold so much power. You don't understand the power of a woman. Oh my God. Value yourselves better, man. Because you guys are precious, you know. Don't deserve to be treated any less than the queens that you are. And to all my men that are in situations where you're being abused, don't ever feel ashamed for speaking out. Don't ever feel ashamed for reporting it. And know how amazing and what a king you are, you know. So no one deserves to be put in those types of situations. We're not here to be someone's punching bag. And it's not love. So I'm going to leave the video there. And I really hope you take something from this video. Because, you know me, I always feel like I'm talking in circles. But I just think it's an important topic to talk about. I love you guys dearly and see you in the next video.